Ooh la la la. Hey guys, my name is Samara and I am from the Bahamas. Yay! I always stood out. I was the girl with the piercings all over her face in the Bahamas walking around. They're like, oh, what's wrong with her? Why is she like that? That's different. But I am different. And I accept that I am different. I accept that to the fullest. Because I was born to stand out. Growing up in the Bahamas was kind of different for me. I never blended in. I was always the oddball. People would be like, where are you from? Why do you talk like that? Why do you act like that? And I'm like, huh? I talk like me. I act like me. And I'm from here. What are you talking about? People never understand me. Humans are sometimes, they're always complicated. Always. Like, I don't have to do too much to please my dog. All I need to do is give him a treat. His ass loves me. I'm walking up a hill. The sun is freaking hot. Okay, let me calm down my breathing. I'm gonna get back to y'all. I didn't grow up in a ghetto, but I didn't grow up rich either. Like, I was a product of a single parent home. I did not turn out bad. I was not in jail. I did not take drugs. I'm fine. Like, my mom she did her best, and she taught me a lot of things that my dad probably wouldn't have. Well, he wasn't a horrible person. I wouldn't know if he was a good person because he was not in my life. But he did some morally wrong things, and my mom kept me away from that. So I guess she was the better influence, and I'm happy that she grew me up by herself. Shout out to moms. Mother's Day just went, so shout out to my mom in the Bahamas. Hey, mommy. Okay, I'm gonna stay in the shade for a second here. But my mother, yeah, she was a pretty good mom, you know. She did the best that she could with what she had. Oh my God. Okay, that's over. But here I am. My kitties, my kids. I tried to cover as best as I could because it's really freaking hot and I do not want to get burnt from the sun. But yeah. So like I was saying, I grew up in the Bahamas. I was teased. I was teased in high school. Yeah, I was called 199. There was this boy that was in my class. His name was Rini. He teased my ass. Like, he called me 199. 199? Are you out of your mind? Oh my God. And he had his friends doing it too. So when I would walk down the halls, everyone would shout, 199? Are you out of your mind? And I would be like, he pretty much made high school horrible for me. Like, I hated high school. I dreaded high school. I wish I could go back in time and relive high school. I would definitely be popular. Definitely. Because I've grown as a person. Like, I've matured and I'm so sure of myself now and I'm confident. Like, I could give two shits about what anybody has to say about me now. I was teased. I was an outcast. I never had friends that I hung out with. I hung out with my brother. I hung out with my neighbor. When my brother left high school, I had no friends. I started hanging out with my neighbor. Then in the 12th grade, we basically grew apart. So I started hanging out by myself. I joined clubs to occupy my time. I was a part of the student Christian movement. Yes, I praise Jesus. Hello. And I still do. I was shy, but I broke out of my shell in the 12th grade. And then I started going in talent shows and singing. And yeah, then I realized one day that the Bahamas was not for me, and I needed to get out because that little small rock was too little for someone like me. I had big dreams and I wanted to go big places, and I figure I'd have to eventually get out if I want to do something with my life. Not saying that the Bahamas I wouldn't have been able to, but it's just that the career path that I wanted for my life, the Bahamas will not be able to fulfill that for me because I'm into singing and acting and songwriting. So that's my cup of tea. We really don't have a music industry in the Bahamas. And if there so-called is one now, it's due to certain circumstances that there is one. Let's just say the Prime Minister's daughter is into music now. But before then, it didn't matter. But I guess it does now. And they have this weird thing in the Bahamas now called Junkanoo Carnival. I don't even know my country anymore. It's like, I've been there all my life, and the only thing that I've known was Junkanoo. Junkanoo is like with cowbells and goatskin drums, and it's music. It's like you decorate costumes and you wear them and you have dance groups and they participate, and there's it's a competition kind of thing and you get paid, I think. But the point is, it was fun. It's all I knew. It's like, yeah, it's like, I think it has something to do with some African music. I'm not pretty sure, and that's not my fault because they don't even know what they are anymore because now we're Junkanoo Carnival. Like, the fuck, it's just carnival. I don't see anything Junkanoo about it. You're playing a bunch of soca music. People are on trucks and they're half naked dancing. The same as Junkanoo, but the music made it different. So now we're not Junkanoo anymore. We're carnival. The Bahamas does not know what it is, what it wants, and where it's fucking going. Pardon my French. Anyway, and they don't even support Bahamian artists. Like, seriously, like, Bahamian artists were supposed to headline the so-called carnival, and they didn't. People from other islands came, from Turks and Caicos, Trinidad and Tobago, wherever they were from, and they had like the whole carnival. Like, what was the point? Like, we can't do anything in our own country, and it's like, it's so messed up. Like, the government needs to do better. Like, he would pay $5 million for Beyonce when he clearly has talented singers right there in the country underneath his nose tip, and he refuses to pay them $2,500. Like, come on, get with it. You people in the Bahamas need to stand up, honestly. I've been watching a lot of stuff, and I'm like, damn, how could people just stand around and let that happen? I don't know if I was there, if I would just stand around and just allow that to happen. I would be on Bay Street protesting. It's like crazy. Anyway, I'm dramatic. It is what it is. And I have to accept that. I'm not there right now. But yeah, if I had to vote for a prime minister, it would definitely not be the guy that's in charge right now. And I said the guy. Yes. I did not vote for him, and I never will, and I never would have. I was red. And everybody that voted yellow are now regretting the decision to vote for that man because he has brought the country down to nothing. He thinks that he did such a wonderful thing, but he didn't. There is a bunch of people that's unemployed and a bunch of violence. The violence is so crazy. Like, violence has increased so much. I had a friend die this year. She was murdered by her lover. And it's crazy. I never thought something like that would be happening in my country, but it is. I mean, it's happening all over the world, but such a small place, it shouldn't be happening. That means that something is wrong there. And the person that is in charge is wrong. And that's the reason why everything is wrong. Anyway, so I'm going to continue with my walk. And you can come with me. Come with me on my walk. Let's go. Growing up in an island, the wonderful thing about there is that the air is different. Like, it may be hot, but there's always some fresh breeze that's blowing from the trees and the beaches. Being here in a city, it's so much different. It's like the air feels all thick and it's all humid. It's hot, but then it's like a weird kind of hot. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like this weird hot that just feels bad. It's not smooth. It's like breathing it in, it feels weird. Look at the cars. I know people might think that, you know what, oh, she probably hates her own country. I don't hate my country at all. I love my country, and someday I'm going to end up back there. But at this time, I'm quite comfortable where I'm at. I just see too much going on. And I think that there's so much that needs to be done. And somebody needs to do it, and they're not. It makes me not so proud to be Bahamian at this time. But I'm proud of who I am because it is who I am. I'm also proud of my Jamaican roots. Shout out to Jamaica. Yes. I miss the beach. Like, I miss the beaches of the Bahamas. Like, It's so different. Like, I went to Myrtle Beach a few weeks ago. I mean, it was okay, but I didn't get to go in the water because it was so freezing cold. But, like, the water is much different in the Bahamas. Like, it's clear. And the shoreline doesn't, it's like, the shoreline here is weird. Like, it's low, and then all of a sudden, you like plunge. I'm like, shit. And I can't swim, so I can't be taking that risk. So the most I do is, like, go inside the water and, like, get my feet wet. I want to swim. I went to a man-made beach here. Well, if you go through my vlogs, you would see that I went to a man-made beach here last summer. Wow, I've never been to a man-made beach until then. And the water was brown or green or something. But it was really low because a lot of kids were in it. So I was able to actually swim in it. Like, seriously swim. Like, I have a fear of the deep abyss. Being in the depth of the water. So that was kind of shallow. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in this. And I swam and it was fun, except for it was green and brown and weird. And the sand was like, not like beach sand. It was some other kind of sand. I'm the one that call the shots. Don't act like you forgot. Yeah. Bitch better have my money. Yeah. Bitch better have my money. I'm the one they call the shots. Look at me now. So I just did half of my workout. I'm standing in the shade because I don't need to be getting sunburned. I know I talk about sunburn a lot, but I don't like my skin to get really sunburned. It's not cute. I just don't like it. But yeah, that was pretty good. I need to work out. Like, I've put on a lot of weight. And since I came here, I've been up and down the roller coaster with my weight. But, you know, how many of you stress eat? Like, do you eat when you have, like, issues? Like, me, I crave sweets like crazy. I always want to eat a donut. I just had one before working out. Yes, I did. But I always want to eat a donut or something sweet. Does it happen to you, or is it just me? Do you eat McDonald's? Huh? No. Why not? Why don't you eat McDonald's?
I eat McDonald's.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't like McDonald's. What do you eat from there?
Oh,
you you do?
People think it's bad.
It is bad.
It's not. It feels not bad.
What makes
it a little bad?
Right. What is wrong with the fries? Is it salty or is it like really tasteless?
It's kind of bad. Sometimes
I don't like McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's. It's really bad for you. In the end, right?
Okay. You just stop the camera now.
So, I was on this group on Facebook, right? And there was this girl, she posted a picture of someone, and she was like, oh, you know, like mouth-watering, drop-dead gorgeous. And I was like, sexy. I was like, oh, is this supposed to be sexy? So, I was like, because I don't think it's sexy. So my friend who's in the group, she tagged me. She was like, oh, Sam. So I was like, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think that that's sexy, a female looking like a dude or whatever. So this random chick that doesn't know me decided to tag me and says, you do not need to say, don't be negative. If you don't like it, you can keep scrolling. So I said, when sense does having an opinion or an input in the obvious, it was questioned. I guess it wasn't a question, but the point is you put it out there for public display. That means it was put out there for criticism or whatever. So I decided to say that. So I was like, first of all, I was just saying my view on the picture. And I don't think that I was being negative at all. But she was like, keep scrolling. And so I was like, first of all, she had the audacity to say, you look like a man in the face. Oh, she said hell up in me. I was like, what? So I said, first of all, I was like, this girl got to be a 10 to be telling me something like that. That I look like a man in the face. So I went to her profile, and her pictures weren't the best that I've ever seen. And people usually put their best pictures on Facebook. And let me just tell you, honey child, they were not best at all. So I said, you have the audacity to talk with me? I looked at your pictures, boo-boo. And then I sent a picture of me, no makeup. Like, I have on no makeup right now. I said, even on my days with no makeup, on my worst day, you can't look better than me. You look like a man. What are you talking about? So, apparently, she didn't like that. So her boo decided to team up and was like, she's fine as fuck. What are you talking about? So I was like, okay, there you go. You had an opinion. You think that she's fine as fuck. Did you see me say to you, oh, you was being negative or whatever? I don't think that she's fine as fuck. But hey, I guess to each his own. So anyway, apparently the group decided to delete me. That was my first time ever commenting in the group. And I was like, okay, who cares? You guys deleted me. The group was superficial. All they do is post pictures of people's bodies and body parts, particularly the ones that are supposed to be in underwear. And they sit around and talk about it all night long like they have no lives. Like, are you guys perverts? Sorry, I'm not a perv. I'm not going to flip out because I see some picture and be like, oh my God, I'm all wet. Get a life, women to women. Today has been one of those days. I am exhausted. I'm tired. I'm in excruciating pain. So I'm going to sign off now. Good night, guys. Thank you for tuning into my blog, and check me out next week for a new vlog. Each week, I will be talking about different phases of my life. So today was about the Bahamas. This has nothing to do with the Bahamas. This has everything to do with stupid stuff on the internet. I guess particularly internet bullying, because I kind of felt bullied in that situation because it was just me, myself, and I, and her boo decided to come for me. Like they was waiting for me at the door. Yeah, they ain't about this life. And honey, I ain't about this life. My face is too cute to be fighting. Yes, my manly face. Goodbye. So long, farewell. Goodbye.